and welcome back to our Tuesday night live here on YouTube, where we every single Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are live with tips and tricks on weight loss and healthy recipes and all the things. And so tonight we are going to be talking about fast weight loss. So I'm going to be giving you 5 different things that you can, should, will be doing when we're done tonight to help you lose weight fast. So often when I'm working with clients and they want to start losing weight, 90% of the time they want to get there like yesterday. And there are some key things you can be doing to help yourself lose weight fast. And if you don't do these things, they are going to slow your weight loss down for sure. And so if you're brand new here to the channel, or if you're not new and maybe you just have not joined our growing family, make sure to hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell. That way you don't miss any of our tips here on the channel. You get notified first with any brand new things that we're launching, our carb cycling groups. When season 6 of the Biggest Transformation applications open up, you will be the first to be notified if you're one of the subscribers. So if not, you might find out about things after it's already gone. We've had people that literally, we just got done opening up applications for season 5, and several people found out after the applications were already full. And so anyway, let's go ahead and jump into my top 5 ways to get fast weight loss for you starting tonight. Number 1, drink your freaking water. Now, hear me on this. All 5 of these things are guaranteed to help you lose weight fast if you do them. The more of them you do, if you just do one of them, they're going to help you. But if you do all 5 of them, they're really going to help you. And so, and some of these things you may have heard before. Weight loss it's easy, it's simple, but it takes work. It's not rocket science. So none of these things that I'm going to be talking to you about tonight are going to be like, whoa, that's from Mars, or that's from Venus, or that's this new thing. Like, so often it's the diet industry that actually comes up with all these newfangled things because they want to sell you something else, and they want us to go buy the new thing prepackaged a different way. I cannot tell you how much money I have spent on diets and fads and all the things over the years, wanting to be smaller, wanting to be skinnier, wanting to, and it was just a different version of something else. And so these 5 things aren't going to cost you nothing to do. You can do them for free at home. You don't need to hire somebody to help you. You don't need to get a book. You don't need any products. These things you can do for free, and they're going to help you lose weight faster. So drink your freaking water. And what I recommend is a gallon a day. 1 gallon a day. 128 fluid ounces. And if you're going to refuse to do that, minimum water you should be drinking is half of your body weight every single day. So if you weigh 100 pounds, you should be drinking 50 ounces. If you weigh 200 pounds, you should be drinking 100 fluid ounces. But what I'm going to tell you is I notice a substantial difference in how fast the weight comes off when I drink a gallon of water every single day, including my energy. I notice a difference in my cravings. I don't crave all the junk food. It keeps me more satiated. It keeps me fuller longer when I'm drinking my water. Skin stays clear. Most of the population is walking around dehydrated, and dehydration and hunger have a lot of the same symptoms. So a lot of times people mistake dehydration for hunger, and I'm just going to tell you the scale moves much faster when you're drinking your water. It just does. If I am on vacation and I'm eating crap food, I up my water to 1.5 gallons a day. Why? Because I know it's going to help me get all that crap out of my body that I'm eating. And so 1 gallon of water every single day if you want to lose weight fast. And at first when you start drinking the water, you're going to feel bloated. You're going to feel like, whoa, oh my goodness, how am I going to drink all this? You're going to have to pee more. Of course you are. But you'll just get used to it. Most of us aren't used to being hydrated. Most of us aren't used to drinking that much water. It might even give you a stomach ache the first couple days. Push through that. Keep going. Of course, you don't want to drink your whole gallon within an hour. You want to space it out throughout the day, but you do want to drink a lot of water in a day. And eventually, after 1 or 2 weeks, your body will get to the point where it starts craving it, and you won't have that full feeling anymore. You'll actually start to feel thinner. You'll start to feel less bloated after just a week or 2 of drinking your water. So that is number 1. Number 2, get your sleep. we've got a whole video coming up that we're going to be doing on sleep, because this is how important sleep is. And there's, my goodness, wait till you hear this video on sleep and how it affects not only your weight loss, but your health, your immune, your immune system, how well your body can fight off sickness. Like, it's crazy how much sleep affects you. But you want to be getting a minimum of 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. When you don't get enough sleep, your body goes into the state called metabolic grogginess. Okay? Metabolic grogginess. Listen, if you're one of those people that you're like, no, Carmen, I don't need much sleep. I can operate on no sleep. I can sleep when I'm dead. Good luck with that. The numbers, again, another reason why you want to be subscribed, because I'm telling you, you're not going to want to miss this video on sleep. Like, I am a stickler for my sleep. I make myself go to bed, and I make myself get at least 7 hours of sleep per night, 90% of the time, because I know how much it affects me, and just in a lot of different areas, but especially in your weight loss. When your body is not sleeping, it goes into metabolic grogginess. It slows down your metabolism. It slows down how your body processes the food that you're eating, which slows down your weight loss. So get your freaking sleep. Go to bed 7 to 9 hours a night. Your body will thank you for it. I promise you, you'll feel better. You'll be more productive. The weight will come off faster when you're getting enough sleep. Your body will function better. You won't have brain fog. You'll be more productive. You might get a raise on your job. You might get more clients. If you're writing a book, you might be able to get out more words than you've ever gotten out. If you're a parent, you're probably going to be more patient. But get your freaking sleep. You're watching this because you want to know how to lose weight faster. Getting your sleep is going to help you lose weight faster. Period. End of story. All right, number 3, track your food. Track your food. Track your food. All of it. There's this whole thing sweeping around the internet, around the world. It's called intuitive eating. And I don't know. I'm just not a fan of it. If you're trying to lose weight, listen. I used to be fluffy. I used to be 288 pounds. And I intuitively ate. I ate what my body wanted when it wanted it. And I wound up at morbidly obese. And I get that there's some people that don't struggle with that. There's some people on this planet that can go intuitively eat all they want. And they can eat according to what their body, they can listen to their body and feed it what the body wants. But that's not me. And that's not most of you. Most of us got fluffy by feeding our body whatever the frick it wants when it wants it. And if I was still intuitively eating, I would still be fluffy. I would still have a weight issue. Okay? And so, X-may on that nonsense is what I'm going to say. Okay? Here's what I'm going to say. And after being in weight loss failure for so long and finally getting a handle on this thing called weight loss, and not only doing that, but helping freaking so many people also do the same thing, going through the biggest transformation where we have had no failures. Every single person who's entered that program has had success. Like, give me a freaking break. So it works. And one of the biggest things to losing weight fast is being in a calorie deficit. Okay, though that's just the science. Those are the simple facts. And we're not going to go into a science lesson, but the way it works is food is energy. And so when you eat, you're putting energy into your body in the form of calories. Well, whatever your body uses calories all day long to blink, to move, to punch, to walk, to work out, to, bike ride, to play with your kids. When you're sleeping, you're even burning calories, little bitty amounts. If you're married and you're having sex, you're burning calories. When you're washing your hair, you're burning calories. Now, most of those things don't burn tons of calories, but you burn calories all day long. So if you're putting more energy in your body through food than what you're burning, it takes that excess energy and it stores it as fat. If your body is burning more energy than what you're giving it, then it goes into your reserves, your fat stores, and it burns the fat stores to give energy, okay? So the bigger calorie deficit you're in, the more it's going into your fat stores, getting rid of them. And so with that being said, you need to track what you're eating. Because if I rewind 8 years ago to when I was 288 pounds, morbidly obese, I thought like a morbidly obese woman. My portions were like a morbidly obese woman. There's no possible way for you to think like a healthy person and be overweight. If you're overweight, you think like a fluffy girl. If you're morbidly obese, you think like a morbidly obese chick. If you're obese, you think like an obese chick. And I'm sorry if somehow you're like, nuh-uh, Carmen, I think like Jillian Michaels, but you're 200 pounds. B to the S, that's BS. How we think is how we act. And so I used to, and I can only speak on this from experience. This is in no way, shape, or form coming from a place of judgment. I was totally that girl that was like, I am like the healthiest, fluffiest person I know. Like I had convinced myself that even though I was morbidly obese, I was somehow healthier than all the other overweight people on the planet. I was fitter. I had more muscles. I was healthier. I was an athlete back in high school. You know, I had muscles underneath the fluff. Like, how ridiculous. I don't know. Anyway, but it just sounds silly now saying it out of my mouth. But legitimately, I thought like that. And so it was one of those things that when I wanted to lose weight, my portions were off. I was addicted to food. I was an emotional eater. I ate when I was happy and when I was sad. And so I didn't want to leave it to chance. So I had to start tracking every single thing. Anything but free foods, which are 0-calorie foods. Anything that's 0 calories is free food. If it's not 0 calories, you've got to track it. Because listen, how many of us have seen somebody who eats healthy, but they're still overweight? Nuts are healthy, but you can get real fluffy on nuts. Avocado is a healthy fat. So is olive oil and olives and wheat bread and sourdough and, you know, all the things. But you can certainly get really fluffy. Cheese. I got some vegan friends who have like the cashew cheese. That stuff's freaking good. And you can get super fluffy eating healthy. You can, because it's all about how many calories you're eating. It's not just like the only overweight people on the planet are the ones scarfing down McDonald's and Taco Bell. Yeah, that's a lot of us, but there are people eating healthy food and still fluffy. That's the truth. So it really comes down to tracking everything, and knowing where you fall at. And you don't ever have to eat under 1,200 calories to lose weight, just F to the Y to the I. If you're doing any of those starvation diets, you don't have to do that. You can eat, I ate all the way from 288 pounds down to 127. I ate between 1,200 and 1,500 calories the entire time. Never ate less than 1,200. When you start doing those starvation things, it can jack up your metabolism, can jack up your hormones, which can cause long-term, you can fix it, but it just takes a minute to fix gut issues, all of that. And so track your food, track all of it. All right, number 4, if you want to lose weight fast, have an eating window. Have a feeding window. Don't just eat all day long. And so I recommend anywhere from an 8-hour to a 12-hour feeding window. If you're doing 12 hours, that means if your first meal is at 7 a.m., your last meal, if the first time you eat is at 7 a.m., that means at 7 p.m. you're done eating. If you're on a 10-hour window, the first thing you eat is at 7 means you're done by 5. If you're on an 8-hour window, well, if you start eating at 9 a.m., 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 means you're done at 4. Okay. And so I bebop between those 3, depending on the season I'm in, depending on the goals that I have. I go anywhere from an 8 to a 12-hour eating window, which means I get all my food inside of that window. It is a form of, depending on, it's kind of like intermittent fasting in a way where your body's having, and all I eat or drink in between those other hours so if I'm doing a 12-hour feeding window, that means I'm 12-hour fasting. I'm only having water or like black coffee or 0-calorie tea. I'm only having things that are 0 calories within that other 12 hours. If I'm doing a 10-hour window, that means 10 hours I'm consuming all my calories. The other 14 hours, I'm not eating anything. There are some extreme people that do like 4 hours of eating and 20 hours of fasting. 8 hours is about as extreme as I get. But definitely cut your feeding window down. Make sure it's anywhere from 8 to 12 hours. If you're just starting, do 12 hours. Get all your food in 12 hours, then don't eat anything for 12 hours. That really makes a difference when you're trying to lose weight fast as well. It gives your body time to process all the food, your metabolism, all those things help. All right, our fifth and final one when it comes to for fast weight loss is working out. Working out. And, there's this whole thing that goes around out there, and I used to be part of this club that's like, you don't have to work out to lose weight. I 8 years ago hated working out. I did not like it. I despised it. I loathed it. The idea of it just made me have a bad attitude. When I would work out, I cussed a lot. I had the worst attitude you can imagine. I just didn't like it. I was morbidly obese. I was out of shape, and working out just reminded me and made me, I used working out to make myself feel really bad about myself. And so the truth is, you don't have to work out to lose weight. That's the truth. But if you want to lose weight fast, and you want to get to your goal like yesterday, we talked about how part of losing weight is being in a calorie deficit. Well, working out burns calories. So when you're working out, it puts you in a bigger calorie deficit is what it does. And so you're going to lose weight faster. You have to be in a deficit of 3,500 calories to lose 1 pound. 3,500 calories, which means if your body's burning 1,600 calories a day and you're eating 1,200 calories, that means you're in a deficit of, actually, let's just do simple numbers because I'm here on camera. Let's just say your body's burning 1,700 calories a day, you're eating 1,200 calories. That means you have a 500 calorie excess every single day. It's gonna take you 1 week to lose 1 pound. Let's just say you start working out and you're burning 500 calories a day. Now you are eating 500 calories under plus a 500 calorie burn. You're in 1,000 calories a day. That means 2 pounds a week. You literally doubled the amount of weight you're gonna lose just by adding a workout in. And if you're doing any kind of cardio or HIIT training, especially if you're starting off fluffy, man, you can burn 1,000 calories in an hour, easy. 45 minutes sometimes, depending on how intense the workout is, especially with HIIT training and stuff like that. When I was 288 pounds, I burnt a lot more calories than I do now because I was out of shape. I was moving all the extra weight. It was so much easier to get a higher calorie burn. Now, if I want to burn 1,000 calories, gosh, I gotta be working. I gotta do a high intensity training and keep it up the entire time to burn those amount of calories. Where back when I first started, I don't want to say I could dog it, but I couldn't push myself the way I can push myself now. And I still burnt a crap ton of calories. And so working out, it is like adding fuel to a fire. What happens when you put gasoline on a fire? Right? What happens when you put lighter fluid on a grill? It just goes up in flames, like the flame burns higher and hotter. It's the same exact thing when it comes to your weight loss. When you add working out into your weight loss, it's going to help you lose weight much faster than if you're not working out. And so those are my top 5 fast weight loss tips, tricks, and they're the things that I did to help me lose weight. They're the things, these 5 things right here. No client that I ever work with gets started without knowing these 5 things. These 5 things are vital to at least every client that I personally work with. I'm not a fan of fad diets. I'm not a fan of cutting out food groups. I'm not a fan of any of those things. I'm a fan of eating in balance. I'm a fan of however you lose the weight, you're going to have to maintain it. I'm a fan of you losing the weight and then keeping it off for the rest of your life versus losing 50 pounds this year and then gaining it back next year. And so these 5 things, not only are they things that I do, which means I believe in them, which means they work, but they're things that my clients do, which also means I believe in them and they work. And so let me know in the comments, which one, is there any on there that you're not doing right now, that you're like, I need to start doing this now? And also, as always, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. If you have any videos you'd like to see us do in the future, leave that in the comments. So thank you so much for watching. Before you leave, make sure to smash the like button, and we will see you back next Tuesday, same time, same place. Bye.